Paul, first, anything on Mikkola, Reinhardt, and Greer?
Yeah, we expect them all to play tonight.
And just obviously guys that hit every part of your game, just how valuable is that to get all three guys back?
Well, they're all different kind of leaders with Sam in the preparation and the mental part of the game. Nico's got an intensity that he brings to our room and to the bench and to the game that he plays. And AJ's a really fast physical player, so he brings that physicality leadership in our room as well.
Front right.
Paul, Matthew said that you guys for years have said you're preparing for that seven-game series. Obviously, a 3-1 lead, chance to go back to the Cup final. Just is there any shift in mentality at all, or is it still that we're going to go for that seventh game?
No, fighting to not have your mentality shift is the key piece. So to cement an idea, to make it part of your identity, you have to have successes and failures in that. And we, in each of the three series prior, have blocks of games that we really like where we're at, and then you have a setback because the other team gets paid too, and the further on you go, they're pretty good teams. So a loss isn't a failure. That sounds so contrite. Like you lose a game, there's a reason for it, and being able to identify the reason, hopefully it's not something that you haven't seen before, and I'm not meaning the other team, like you've got a new problem cropping up that you've never had to deal with before. The more experience your team has, the less likely I think that happens. So the mentality of a 7-game series it relates to our style of play, and it really relates to handling every day.
Right side, second row.
Hey, Paul, how much connection is there between you not in love with the way you guys played in Game 4 and these 3 injured guys coming back for Game 5, with you just being 1 win away from the Cup final?
Well, none. I mean, I have no say in when players play and when they don't, none. So the balancing act of it wouldn't have been any different than the end of the season that we had, which was incredible in terms of our schedule and the number of guys that had minor things that played and other guys that we kept out. If you know that the context of it, we didn't leave them out to rest them because we're up 3-0 and hey, let's see if you can play, you're playing. We're not looking to. There's no Game 6 for us here, right? This is this one today. Healthy players play. If you're not, if you can't be better than the guy that I'm going to put in your spot, you're not playing. So we got good players. We got healthy guys that won't play, and everybody that's in the lineup can play.
Back right.
Two questions. First off, I guess by what you've said, there'll be no limitations on minutes for any of these guys tonight. Okay. And the second thing is the power play obviously missed Rhino a lot in the last 2 games. Can you just speak to what he does, what he brings to the power play that maybe was lacking in those 8 chances you've had?
Yeah, well, an elite level of skill. It's just the finishing ability. The slot hole changes the way you view our power play when he's not there in terms of who you've got to cover off. I think it still leaves us at running about 30%, so I would expect that we would have some chances on our power play early that went in that you wouldn't always expect to go in, and we had a bunch that we missed in the last 2 games that you might have an expectation that one of those will go for you. I don't feel that there's been a structural change that caused us a problem by either what we weren't doing very well or there was something that they had significantly keyed in. But those power plays are about 6 inches of ice, right? And that's what those guys do. They find 6 inches of ice, or they only need 6 inches of ice. I mean, just Leon Draisaitl's goal last night on the power play. That's 6 inches of ice right there.
No more questions. Thank you for your time, Coach.
Chuck, you got a chance to see Jacob Slavin up close quite a bit with Team USA. Obviously had a really good game last game. Just what's the challenge when he's playing at the level he's playing at back there for them? Just kind of their rock, similar to what Gus does for you guys.
Yeah, he's a very good player. He's got an incredible stick, knocks pucks down, blocks shots, skates so well. Isn't overly physical, but will be physical when he needs to be. But yeah, one of the best D in the league, and kind of all around. Doesn't hit. He hits every part of the game. Plays so many minutes. He's obviously exactly like the guy sitting next to me. So. It's been a tough series against him so far, and if he's going to play all these minutes, we've got to put it behind the goal line and hit him every single time. I felt like we didn't do that last game, and and allowed him to play those minutes and to keep excelling in those minutes. So we got to make it hard on him if he's going to play that much. But he's been incredible, and not only this round, but all year, and especially in the playoffs. So definitely a guy we got to key on, and a very tough player to play against.
Front right.
Matthew, last series against Toronto, kind of a similar situation where you didn't like your performance in Game 6 and then went on the road Game 7, had one of your best games of the series. What's the belief in this room that you can do it again tonight?
Yeah, we always have a ton of belief. It's our preparation that allows us to have that belief, but we got to go out there and execute it tonight. We got to get back to our game. We have to be physical. We have to be fast. We can't be looking to break anything open. We can we'll earn our opportunities when they're there, but just be hard. We always prepare for that 7 game. Like we've said it for years. So tonight's no different, but there's a little extra energy in here tonight. Coming on the road with a chance to win the conference championship. I mean, this is as good as it gets. So we're really excited.
Front right.
Matthew, about the game within the game, like going back to Game 3 at the end when you and Aho were going at it, how are you able to balance those moments when trying to just get a mental edge or a physical edge with playing the games and worrying about the ultimate goal of winning?
Well, that's the only goal right now is winning. I don't really know if there's the only mental edge you can have right now is just playing as hard as you can and frustrating them. There's nothing else that goes into it, and at the end of the day, our team will stick up for each other, and we've got a great bond in that room, and we've gone through so much, this year and years prior that we've become a family. So, you stick up for each other, and I don't really think there's really much game within the game right now. It's the only game is the one out there, and just got to win it, move on.
Back right.
Yeah. Also for Matthew, just your general manager was your general manager was nominated for the GM of the Year award. I'm just wondering, what have you made of his ability to continuously find players that fit the way the Panthers play? And also just how would you describe his presence around the team?
Yeah, I mean, found Forsey from here, so that was a big one. Some big trades, some big free agent signings, some great trades. But I think it's all built on great guys and hard workers, and guys that fit really in the style of game that we want to play here. So each addition has been great, but you can't build a great team with bad guys, and we don't have any in there. We're so lucky to have some of the best guys in the league, and I always say it: nobody works harder, nobody has more fun. So we've really built. I shouldn't say he's built a great culture in there, and for us just to come in, I know a guy like me just to come in pretty easy a few years ago and just help be part of that. It's been super fun and super easy, and yeah, he's done a great job, and hopefully we can reward it with a win tonight.
And just his presence around the team.
Yeah, I mean we don't see him a whole lot. I mean I think that it's nice that when you don't necessarily see him every day. That's nothing against him, but not being around like a helicopter. He trusts in what we do there. He trusts Paul. He trusts the players, and he's been a great GM and somebody that has changed my life, bringing me here. So I'll always get to thank him for that.
Front left.
For Gus. Just obviously the road numbers this year in the playoffs, and also obviously the past years as well, just so good, so strong. Is there any secret sauce there, and just how different is playoffs on the road when you guys, you're always together on the road, but it seems like it's a little different in the playoffs. You're just one tight unit. You go from plane, bus, game, bus, hotel. It's just kind of getting the group that tight during this time of year.
Yeah, I mean it's awesome. We love spending time with each other, and we're having a lot of fun at the hotel and just down here. So it's great. You get the group together and us against the world, that kind of feeling. So it's great.
Do you feel like when you step on the ice like a morning skate in a road building, does it feel a little different?
I mean, not necessarily. I think trying to prepare like I always do, and it doesn't matter on the road or out at home, but maybe a little different.
Front right.
Also for Gus, obviously we've seen how big Nico's showed up this specific series, 2 goals in Game 3 before getting hurt, missed Game 4. Not sure if he's playing tonight, but just how big of an impact he made on that blue line this year.
Yeah, he's been great all year, for sure, especially in the playoffs. But he's a huge part for us, and he plays big minutes, and hopefully he's back soon.
Last question, back left.
Matt, you mentioned before in game 4, you guys might have been looking to break things open a little bit, right? You guys score 5 goals in 10 minutes in a third period in the previous game. Because that kind of like mess with your process a little bit insofar as maybe thinking it'll come a little bit easier than it does offensively?
I think yes and no. I mean, when you score, we scored a lot of goals in the first 3, so naturally you might just be like, all right, you just do some of the right things, you're gonna score 5 goals. That's just not how it works. Not in this series. I mean, this series is a 1-0, 2-1 series. We knew it coming in, expecting it to be that 2-1 type of game tonight. So I think when you maybe don't score earlier, and you're trailing, and you're in the third, even in the third period, we're down 1 shot. Like, we don't need to break it open, and for us as players, like, I think we just got away from it a little bit. Whereas if we just got back to playing like the simple, like oversimplifying it, I think that works to our advantage, and that's just been our recipe for years. Like, oversimplify, skate hard, hit hard, try to get some pucks back, and try to put it in the net.
Thank you for your time, guys.
No, I don't know. Well, first, in order to get the bounce back you're looking for here this evening, what's the biggest key for this one?
I think it's just getting back to our game, having fun with it, enjoying coming to the rink, and, just enjoying this opportunity that we have in front of us.
You talk about getting back to your game. You look at those first 3 that you guys won. When you guys were rolling, what was the biggest thing that stuck out from those?
I think just how simple we were playing. I think that we're very good at what we do, and when we're playing our game, I think that we have a lot of success. So I think it's just getting back to what we do right.
And it seems like in this run, the road has brought out the best in you guys too. What's made you guys such an effective road team, you think, in these playoffs?
I don't know. I think we just have a lot of fun together on the road. A lot of bickering, a lot of laughs and everything. So, again, it's such an important game, and obviously, we're going to be playing real hard tonight. So, we're going to try to get back to our game and just have fun with it.
When you speak about being on the road, just what is it like when you just kind of are such a tight unit? You go from the plane to the bus to the hotel. You guys are really rarely apart on the road.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's a lot of fun, getting to spend so much time with everyone, and we're always doing team dinners and hanging out in the team room, playing cards, whatever it is. So, I think this time of year is it's the best time. It's fun on the ice, it's fun at the hotels, and we're just enjoying ourselves and making the most of it.
This is second conference final for Tomas. You play with him a lot this season. Just how much has his experience helped you? How is that kind of manifested on that line?
Yeah, no, he's just very calm guy. So just trying to learn from him, and we get along real well, obviously, and when he's on the ice, I just try to talk, and we pick each other's brains a lot, just on what we see out there, so that we're always on the same page. And I think that goes a long way. And just having someone with so much experience is huge for me and for our line.
You were on the cut team last year. Obviously, a little bit different that you're getting into the games now. Just how special has this moment been for you?
It's been great. Just been enjoying every step of the way. Last year was super cool, being around everything. And then obviously this year being in the lineup, being able to contribute whenever and however I can has been awesome. So, I'm just going to try to focus on what I do and see what I can bring to the team. And, hopefully we can just keep this rolling.
Thanks, Joe.
That's where you've been able to get a good bounce back. What's going to be the biggest key here tonight, coming on the road with a chance to finish this thing out?
Yeah, play our game. I think last game that was not really our game, I think. So get back to basics and be good for checking team. Be hard to play against. Stay out of the box, and just play the simple our game.
And kind of going off of that, when you guys have had things going your way the most during this series, what's been the biggest thing you've noticed?
It's the forecheck probably. That's our identity. So if we are good on forecheck, I think it's hard to play against us.
Obviously, this team's road record and stats are very good this postseason. What is it about this team on the road and just kind of coming together as a unit?
Yeah, boys are together, so we loved it and be around each other, and it's been a blessing so far. I enjoy that part very, very much, to be able to spend some more extra time with those guys. So, that's something, that's what makes us a good team, I think. Yeah.
For yourself, on a personal note, you gave 60-plus playoff games in your career. How much are you just personally enjoying this run right now?
Oh, very much. it's been a while since I've been in conference final, so be able to be back in those games, it's unbelievable feeling, and I love those games. It's so much fun.
And so many guys signed here in the offseason saying they signed here to play in games like this. Just how nice is it when you kind of achieve that goal of, you come here for this reason, and now
That's
here you
why
are.
I signed here too, right? So, I mean, it's perfect. It's working out like that. So I'm happy that I get the chance to sign here and then play games like this. It's unbelievable.
Scripps 1 win away from going to the Stanley Cup final. As a new guy here, just how exciting is that opportunity for you to possibly be playing for that?
Yeah, I mean, I had one final under my belt too. Unfortunately, I lost that. So hopefully, we just need to get one more win, and that's what I'm focusing on right now.
Good. Thanks so much.
Thank you.